Hi, good night to fellow Guyanese. Before I start my video, I must tell you the truth. Please subscribe to my video and press the bell so we could notify you with the next coming agenda. Well, tonight I want to touch the base. As you know, today is the 25th of December. Christians all over the world are celebrating this day of a man by the name of Jesus Christ's birth. Now, what a hypocrisy in some countries that celebrate such a noble individual, such a pious man, the Son of God, as they say. Ladies and gentlemen, celebrating the birth of a good man is not the answer to civilization or peace in the world of today. But we celebrate the birth, but we do not do what the man preaches. And therefore we have a problem into it. But I'm not going to get too much involved into it. Same as Prophet Muhammad, peace be unto him. Muslims all over the world celebrate his birthday by whatever prayer and whatever they say as the messenger. But do they follow the message of the Holy Prophet Muhammad, peace be unto him? Take Iran. Take other countries where Muslims are ruling right now, the Taliban country. When Prophet Muhammad, peace be unto him, says women are as equal as a man and must be treated equally, today the Taliban taking away the women from school. You have to wear the kihar. I think that this is nonsense, and this world is too civilized to entertain this nonsense. It is time for we to speak with one voice, for they are our brothers and sisters, regardless of the language, the culture, or the religion. As I may say, man make religion, God make man. And therefore, it is time for we to be united with one voice and put an end to all of this hypocrisy that in the name of religion, a woman must cover her face. And now we don't even want them to be educated, to be doctors, nurses, gynecologists. We want to have men with machine guns and bombs and racket ready to kill each other in the name of Allah. Well, I want to tell you mad people something. From Saudi Arabia to the Taliban, from Iraq to Iran, it is time to stop this nonsense and let's go forward with what is right in this world. This generation cannot entertain that and must not encourage it, regardless of the consequences. Are not those men the imam, and others have mothers, sisters, grandmothers, and daughters? So it is time to stop the nonsense and let's go forward and make this world a better place for the next generation. Are we going to tell them about in the days of Muhammad, Jesus, Moses, and all of them? My fellow brothers and sisters, those are stories that long past. And we are living in the past on literature, but we are not living in the future in reality. It is time for you all to wake up and stop this nonsense. Regardless of culture, religion, or nationality, we are all God's creation. And it is time for we to be united. Now let me deal with Georgetown, Guyana, the country from which I was born into. A few days ago, I get some clipping was sent to me about Mr. Narayan, I guess his name, the mayor of Georgetown. And he was arrested and maybe charged and put on bail. I am waiting to know the true senses of it. But according to the clipping, and according to what I heard, either the president or the vice president says is alleged, they will not tolerate no one to create confusion in the country, and I respect that. But then again, we must ask. I wonder if they look at themselves in the mirror and ask themselves, who are they talking to? Because many things have happened in government, past, present, and who knows the future. My fellow brothers and sisters, I'm calling upon all Guyanese to be united. What did Burnham and the PNC have done for that nation? Or even the black race? Only few of you get something, all the rest are still hungry, suffering. So therefore it is time for you all to be united for a one Guyana. We have 9 Amerindian tribes. I am calling on all patriotic Guyanese to unite for a national front government. We have tried the black man, and it is racial all the way through and discrimination and too many crime. We have tried the Indian, and corruption is so much you cannot close your eye without jumping up. Indians are fighting for land. They're claiming they buy the dam. They're bribing judges and magistrates when they're fighting to take away people's transport. The housing is corrupt. The registrar is corrupt. The NDC is corrupt, my fellow brothers. And you cannot put an Indian and you cannot put an African descendant, one emancipation and one arrival, to represent Guyana in a border dispute. Are you people not ashamed to see that Venezuela opened up the door to Guyanese and give them land free, water and light free, and give them their property so they could build their dream house? Suriname have done likewise. Where are you people heading? It is time for you, the young generation, to stop playing politics, color of skin, religion, and party policy, and think of Guyana. India don't need you, and Africa don't need you, my black brothers and sisters, because they got their own problem. Young Africans are fighting their government who's so corrupt up to driving the European out of Africa. They feel it is their God-given rights is given to them, so their people become their slave, and they keep on lying while they're taking young women to Paris, Dubai, and other parts of the world and having romantic moments with them, and the nation are suffering. India are so corrupt. Pakistan is so corrupt. Bangladesh is so corrupt, but they are doing something about it. As you can see, Mr. Khan of Pakistan, they shoot him in his foot. I condemn that. But they get rid of him out of the political arena. And they have major problems. Peru and many other countries I can name at this present. But I call upon the army and the police to be united. I called upon all patriotic Guyanese, Indian, black, because you are the two who have the problem, to join hands in solidarity for a better Guyana. I think all civil servants must be giving duty-free concession and must be giving a better salary so two ends can meet due to the economical problem. I do believe that every family deserves a piece of land to build a dream house. I've been saying this for over 30 years after traveling around the world and realized we don't have 1 million people, and maybe half of them is in Canada, America, and elsewhere. Why only politicians, friends, and family must enjoy the sweat of the children when the children of slaves get nothing and the cheap labor's children get nothing? I ask of you, when are you going to wake up? I want you to know that every crime from the Burnham time to now that happened shall and will be open, and everybody have a price. I ask all of you who have your cell phone, every little demonstration you see, video it. You will get good money for it, because that will be standing against the politician, corrupt magistrate, corrupt judge, corrupt police. And for every innocent man you are locked up, when the government change and the rightful people take over, no matter where you all go, you all will be brought back and tried. You cannot run and leave the buildings and property you have. And no government minister should be a part of a union or involved in any business, because they will be corrupt. Their friends and family will enjoy the sweet of you, the laborer, great-grandchildren of slave and cheap labor. This is not Africa and India. It is Guyana, an Amerindian country, an indigenous people country. So I have a proposal. But let me deal with Mr. Ali and Mr. Narayan. I do not know what was the charge about. But Mr. Narayan used a phrase in a country that I didn't think he was sparking a riot or a racial problem. All that the man said, the president does not speak to him. Is it because I am a Hindu and he is a Muslim? Ladies and gentlemen, this is Dr. Ali and Dr. Bharat Jagdeo. I want to know who write the certificate, because you cannot be a doctor and cannot speak good English. A question was asked. It's like a little boy growing up and he asks his mother, am I a boy or a girl? Must he chastise a child? He wants to know what's going on. Mr. Ali, President, I think you must not be led into corruption or be misled by advisors who will tear the country apart. Suriname, an Indian leader, only Dutch teaching. He says the oil of the country, the money belong to the people, not the politician. That I have seen on the news once. I am saying that in the right time of a right government, many people who lost their property because of the court and corrupt judges, lawyers, pass it down to your children, you will have your day in court. And those who have done you wrong will answer, no matter where they run. This world cannot handle nonsense anymore. Guyana can take 10 to 20 million people to give them a place to live. And if you deny man on earth from entering Guyana, then you, Mr. Ali, give up the Holy Quran, because Prophet Muhammad fought for all human beings, not Hindus, Muslims, Christians, and Buddhas, and unbelievers. Jesus speak for all human beings, non-believers, believers, and whatever. Moses drowned the people of the Pharaoh and threw the commandment in the parasite face after he dragged them out from Egypt, crossed the Red Sea. They reject him when he goes to get the commandment from Almighty God, who's Allah. They were dancing, prostituting, beating drum, and making a golden calf. God don't need gold. He don't need diamond. If he need it, when all of you dead, he get it back. So what I'm trying to tell you, you talk about one Guyana. When the PNC had it, was a cooperative republic, but was only 99% all blacks. One man by the name of Mr. Mohammed said to me, why all blacks was hired to the job according to his information. No, sorry, a black brother, I guess that he might forget Raja or something, said to me in my interview thing that I've done, that was the purpose, make plenty black was there. I did not deny that. But at the same time, there was Indian who speak good English too. Amerindian, Portuguese, and the mixed race and the Chinese. Are they exempt from the leadership of the world? And today, the Indian got power, and you, the blacks, are complaining, look what they are doing to the black people in jobs. What did Burnham do? Did any one of you oppose him? Well, I've been opposing Burnham. I oppose plenty things, even height, but still praise him for the good things. I talk about David Granger. I spoke on the forum right by the market. After the late Walter Rodney, I have drawn one of the biggest crowd after him as a non-Indian or a non-pure black, but mixed with all. Ladies and gentlemen, you cannot put a mongoose and a snake to work together in a house. You will have conflict. One will attack the other. And you cannot put opportunists, people who was kicked out of a party because they couldn't be leaders, to join hands with you when they were trained to hate you. They may kill my family, they may kill a few, but they have fucking family too. And guess what? Your blood would not be on our hands, because those who's behind us are saying, give y'all a little bit more time. So we are calling on the Ali government, think it over. If what Mr. Narayan said is a charge, then English language must be banned from Guyana, because he asks a question. Is it because I am a Hindu and he's a Muslim? That was it. He says, the president don't speak to me. unless there's something else I don't know about. But I'll tell you what I saw on the video. And for the young woman who says she has 5 children or 6, if y'all want her to pick fair, she must also understand, if they had made the right choice from the beginning, Guyana would have been the paradise. But you choose a racial government, and also you were also a part of the racism because you backed them. And if you're an Indian and you support a corrupt regime because they're Indian, and you end up getting drunk and getting killed, robbed, and raped, then you have choose a wrong leader also. Every country must rule with law and order. And the judges, the magistrate, the police, the army, the president, vice president, and all government officials is not exempt from the rule of the Constitution. The law goes to everyone. In the olden days, they cut out the head of King Oliver Cromwell, because we came from Britain. 1627 beheaded King Charles. In France, Louis and his wife was beheaded with guillotine. But those days are barbaric and is gone. Now we are more civilized. Wake up, for God's sake. You, the police, the army, and all civil servants deserve land and 50,000 or 75,000 US to build your dream house, and a duty-free concession every 5 years for a car or a vehicle of your choice. And every citizen of the country, whether you are civil servant or deserve to have money goes to you every month due to the oil, the gold, the timber, the bauxite. But we must be united for a common cause. So with that, let's form a national front government. We do not want PPPC. We do not want APNU. One time there was reform, they become deformed, then they come back to PNC. Now they're APNU. My friend, a tiger cannot change his path, nor his appetite, vice versa. So I'm calling on you, the decent black and Indian, to be united for a better Guyana and a prosperous future for our generation to come. If not, another nation may take Guyana away from us. Stop treating foreigners and disrespect them. Stop treating foreigners wrong. Mr. Mohammed, as I remember rightfully, says, I shouldn't continue speaking because it was America who caused Guyana to be how it is. Yes, Mr. Mohammed, you are not wrong. But how would you have liked to have a snake around your foot every time you come up? You better go in your bathroom. Communism was like a snake to capitalism or imperialism in this hemisphere. And if you know more knowledge, remember, since you seems that way, let me hope you are not the Mohammed enterprise that got your hands in everything. Because in a right government, a lot of investigation shall and will be taken care of. Now we need Amerindian leader, followed by the mixed race second, then the Portuguese, Chinese, and the Indian and the blacks, for a cooperative Republic of Guyana with a national front. And for all you killers, police, criminals, let it be known everybody have a price. I'm appealing to you all, stop it. See what become of Gregory Smith. They kill him in Cayenne. What become of a certain big police officer who was saving the PPP and the PNC when they commit crime under Burnham and Jagan, who is dead by accident, die somewhere else. But let me tell you here today, Guyana is a beautiful country. And you, good Indian and good blacks, unite and make that place the paradise and open up the door to foreigners to come in and live, but follow the law. Enough is enough. We have 9 indigenous tribes. We need 2 from each one, which is 18. And we need 9 Indian, 9 black, which is 18 again. And we need 4 mixed race. And we need 2 Chinese, 2 Portuguese, and we can do better. And we will cut down 65 ministers and bring it lower. And the court must be independent. No judge must judge a case because of race, religion, party policy, or a dollar bill. Therefore, I need to say the laws of Guyana must change and the so-called institution, not constitution, must be removed from Parliament and give the nation what it belongs. If Mr. Ali is doing good, it is our duty to support him. And if he is wrong, it is our duty to oppose him. But it must be done peacefully. So I warn you, the trigger happy police and criminal, be careful. So again, keep all cell phone footage. You will make money when we decide to try them all, their friends and family. Wake up, my friends. This is Christmas. I don't celebrate it, and many of you are hungry, and I am hungry too. But may God be with all of us, and the teaching of Prophet Muhammad, peace be unto him, and the teaching of Jesus and Moses, I uphold it for a better Guyana, and call upon all priests to join together and let the government declare a day of fasting and unity for that country. Long live the Walter Rodney slogan, people's power, no dictator. And remember the 16 or 17 Guyanese who died in the Cubana airliner. Are they not valued? The sacrifice that was made because we want to uphold communism. The people in Cuba and many other countries were glad to have your opportunity. Let's wake up for democracy, freedom for all, condemn our Muslim brothers in the Taliban country, Iran, Iraq, Saudi Arabia, to give the women their rights. And that is where I'm going to end this here tonight. Assalamu alaikum, Ram Ram, Namaste, and may the peace of God and goodwill be with all human beings. Thank you and have a good night.